And here we are cleaning up this mess from the United States Championship match before our next match. Dan dan danny net. Dan dan retribution. Dan 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 danny net. Dan dan retribution. Dan 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 danny net. Dan dan retribution. Dan 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 danny net. Dan dan retribution. Ding ding ding. The match scheduled for Windfall. And it is a women's match. First, from Scottsdale, South Carolina, weighing in at a combined weight of 226 pounds. She is one half of the SmackDown Women's Tag Team Champions. And she is one half of Retribution, Jamie Carter. Dan dan danny net. Dan dan retribution. Dan dan danny net. Dan dan retribution. Dan dan danny net. Dan dan retribution. Dan dan danny net. Dan dan retribution is retribution time. Retribution is retribution time. Retribution. Dan dan danny net. Dan dan 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 retribution. Dan danny net. Retribution. Dan danny net. Jordynne Grace. I'm Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace. Ding ding ding. And her opponent from Connecticut, New York, weighing in at a combined weight of 234 pounds. She is the Raw Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace. I'm Jordynne Grace. So tonight, I suppose Jordynne Grace is about to teach the Jamie Carter a lesson not to put her hands on her. I'm Jordynne Grace, and Jordynne Grace better also watch out for the leader of Retribution, which is Jamie Alexander and Jamie Carter. They could be lurking somewhere around this stadium. I'm Jordynne Grace. So Jordynne Grace giving her title, Jamie giving her title to the referee. And here we go. Ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding. And this match was taking place from yesterday. When Jordynne Grace came out to mess with Ruby Red, and Retribution would come out. And here we go. Jordynne Grace, the Raw Women's Champ, taking on one of the SmackDown Women's Champions, which is Jamie Carter from Retribution. And there goes Grace. And And now Grace being tossed. Oh! And Grace now. And now see Carter is now mad. And this doesn't look. This doesn't look too good on Jordynne Grace. She already has to face 3 other competitors in 2 more weeks. And Grace. And Grace is not afraid of retribution. And Grace, Grace is the Raw Women's Champ. And Grace launching herself off the barricade. Grace is not afraid of what? And Grace, Grace is not afraid of retribution. And Grace, and Jamie Carter with the clothesline. Let's take a look at Bow. Just clotheslining up. Just clotheslining Grace off of her feet, and that's the replay. And now Carter. And a superplex to Grace. And now I think Grace is wondering to herself, why did she put herself in this predicament? And Grace, and Grace being picked up, and another superplex by Carter. And Retribution have been destroying women for the past few weeks now. And Carter back in the ring. And Carter. And now Jordynne Grace being tortured in the corner by one member of Retribution. And face first off the turnbuckle. And Jamie Carter and Carter. And a German superplex to the Raw Women's Champ. And Grace. And Grace, and Grace, and Grace with a clothesline, and here comes Grace, and Grace will not be disrespected as the Raw Women's Champ. Grace said women is going to respect her. A back elbow. And another one by Grace. Backslide, cover Grace. 1, 2, and Carter got a kick out. And now Carter, and Carter sent face first into the post by Jordynne Grace. And now Grace now going back on the attack. And Grace, and now shoulder first into the post is Carter. And now Grace doing whatever. And now Grace attacking the shoulder of Carter. And Grace a kick. And now a kick to the face of Jamie Carter. And another kick to the shoulder. And again, shoulder first into the post is Jamie Carter. And I'm pretty sure about time Jordynne Grace is done with Carter, her shoulder is going to be broken apart. And Carter, no! Again, shoulder first. And Jordynne Grace showing no mercy to Carter. And could this be the first woman to beat up one of the Retribution girls? And now Jordynne Grace, again, shoulder first into the post. And you could hear Carter screaming in agony, and Carter, no! And now it's a German superplex by the Raw Women's Champion. And Grace, and a super kick by Grace. Into the backslide. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now, wait a minute. No! And a power bomb, a spine buster by the SmackDown Women's Tag Team Champ, Jamie Carter. Missing the big boot. But caught. A Uranagi to Grace. Cover. 1, 2. And the Raw Women's Champ got a kick out. And a big boot, sending Grace over the top rope. And now here comes, tried to hit Grace with that clothesline, wasn't able to connect. And that time, the clothesline connect to Grace. And now Grace now being lifted on the announce table. And now I don't think Jamie Carter wants to play no more games with Grace. And there's another clothesline. And another clothesline to Grace. And this might be the end of Grace. And Grace, and a power bomb to the back of Jordynne Grace. And now Grace now being thrown back in the ring. But wait a minute, being taken out. And now the spine of Grace. And Jordynne Grace now is the one who's crying. And Jordynne Grace. And now Carter. Planting Grace on the apron. And now Carter. And a splash to Jordynne Grace on the apron. And who is going to win this match? Will it be Carter or will it be Jordynne Grace? And now Carter getting Jordynne Grace off the apron. And now Grace again. And now Grace now. And Grace is the one who's screaming in agony now about the back. And Grace and receives a right from Jamie Carter. And now Carter now putting Grace back inside of the ring. And now Carter now back on the attack of Grace. And now shoulder first back into the post. And wait a minute. Clotheslining Grace. And this time, Grace, is being powerbombed on the outside of the ring. And Grace has a lot of women on her trail because she is the Raw Women's Champion. And now Carter trying to get Grace back inside. Grace back inside the ring. Ah! Oh! And a knock punch. And a knock punch from Carter. Knocking the lights out of Grace. And now Carter now back inside. Grace on the shoulder. Ah, no! And a drop to Grace. And Grace now in the middle of the ring. Ah, no! And a splash. Cover. 1, 2. Oh! And a kick out by Grace. Let's take a look at that splash. Wow! No! Just a splash. 1, 2. Oh! But Grace had enough breath and gas to kick out. And Grace now. Oh! And Grace with some kicks. Oh! And Grace now. And now it's Grace who's starting to get mad. Grace starting to feel that energy. And Grace. And here comes Grace. Oh! Suicide dive by Grace. And Grace is not done. And Grace. Oh! And Grace flying over. Grace is not done. Here comes Grace. Oh! And Grace now. Grace about to make her pay. Grace does not let. And into the barricade. Into the. Into the barricade time and time again by Grace. And now Grace. Grace now trying to lift her up. Trying to block. And trying to block. Grace trying to pick her up. No! And Grace a superplex. Grace. Step up Enziguri by Grace. And now Grace now has her in that position. Grace ready to end this match. Super kick by Grace. And Grace now climbing the top. Grace. Moonsault connects, but one ain't gonna end it. Grace. Grace gotta prepare herself for roadblock into the line. Another high-flying moonsault. Grace one more. 4 moonsaults is Grace. And Grace wants a 5th one. 5th moonsault, Grace. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And Jordynne Grace with the win. I'm Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace. Here is your winner, the Raw Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne Grace gets the victory here tonight against Jamie Carter. All because Jamie Carter chose to attack her. And wait a minute. And here come the other members of Retribution. And I told you they were here tonight. The other members of Retribution, Jamie Alexander and Jackson Carter. This has been going on for weeks and weeks. We are sick of the Carter girls. We are sick of Retribution. And now Retribution, and they are attacking Jordynne Grace. They are attacking the Raw Women's Champ. They are attacking the Raw Women's Champion and beating her up. And now Jackson Carter being told to go get a table by her leader, by her assistant. And now Jackson Carter going to go get the table. And Jamie Carter trying to figure out where is she at. Jackson Carter goes into the ring to get her sister and bring her out here. And now the table now being set up. And now Alexander. And now the table being set up. And and no way, and a super, and now being instructed to put Grace upon this table here. Grace being put it on this table. Stand up, shut up, attraction. And here comes Morgan and Sally to the aid of Jordynne Grace. And here comes Morgan and Sally. And Morgan and Sally is also tired of the retribution. Because this is what Morgan and Sally does. And Morgan and Sally beating the living crap out of the SmackDown Women's Tag Team Champs. And we are having ourselves a brawl here. And Morgan and Sally. And Morgan, no! Double knees. Wait a minute. And they splash. Still through the table by Jamie Alexander. And here comes Alexander. And Alexander. And Morgan. Morgan not gonna play with Alexander. And Morgan. Double knees to Carter. Double knees to Alexander. And Sally. Morgan. Morgan and Sally slap. Stand up. Shut up. Attraction. Stand up. Shut up. Attraction. The attraction. And what a great night it was here. What a great night it was here. Thank you guys for tuning in to WWE Any Matches You Wanna See.